I was 8 years old when I decided it was time to learn how to swim. My family often went to the beach during the summer, and I always watched enviously as kids splashed around in the water, their laughter and excitement echoing in my ears. I wanted to be part of the fun, but I had a fear of the water that had held me back for far too long. My parents signed me up for swimming lessons at the local pool. I remember the first day vividly. I stood on the edge of the pool, wearing my new swimsuit, feeling a mix of excitement and apprehension. The pool seemed enormous, and the water looked deep and mysterious. My swim instructor, Coach Sarah, greeted me with a warm smile. She was patient and reassuring, which instantly put me at ease. She could sense my fear and told me, "It's okay to be scared at first, but I promise I'll be right here to help you every step of the way." We began with the basics. Coach Sarah taught me how to float on my back and how to kick my legs gently to stay afloat. At first, I clung to the pool's edge, afraid to let go. But with Coach Sarah's encouragement, I gradually gained confidence. One of the first breakthroughs came when I learned how to blow bubbles in the water. Coach Sarah showed me how to put my face in the water, take a deep breath, and then blow out slowly. It felt strange at first, but I quickly realized that I could breathe out underwater without any problems. As the days went by, I practiced floating, kicking, and blowing bubbles tirelessly. Coach Sarah was always there, offering praise and guidance. She knew how to make every lesson feel like an adventure, whether it was diving for rings at the bottom of the pool or playing games to improve my strokes. One of the most challenging aspects of learning to swim was conquering my fear of deep water. Coach Sarah recognized that I needed to build confidence gradually. She started by having me swim in the shallow end, where I could touch the bottom comfortably. Slowly but surely, we moved towards deeper water. I vividly remember the first time Coach Sarah asked me to jump off the side of the pool into her waiting arms. I hesitated, my heart pounding in my chest. But with her reassuring smile and outstretched arms, I took the leap. It was both terrifying and exhilarating, and I realized that I could trust the water. One day, Coach Sarah introduced me to the diving board. It loomed high above the deep end of the pool, and my heart raced at the thought of jumping off it. She assured me that she would be there to catch me, just like before. I climbed up the ladder and stood at the edge of the diving board, looking down at the clear blue water below. It seemed like such a long way down. Coach Sarah stood in the pool, her arms outstretched. "You can do it," she said softly. Summoning all my courage, I took a deep breath, counted to 3, and jumped. The sensation of free falling was both scary and thrilling. I hit the water with a splash, and Coach Sarah was right there to guide me to the surface. I had conquered my fear of the diving board, and it felt like a monumental achievement. As the weeks turned into months, my swimming skills continued to improve. I learned different strokes like freestyle and backstroke. I practiced my breathing techniques and became more comfortable in deep water. Coach Sarah's patience and encouragement never wavered, and I began to believe in myself. Finally, the day arrived when Coach Sarah said, "It's time for your first solo swim across the pool." I felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. She watched as I took a deep breath, pushed off from the wall, and began to swim. The water rushed past me as I kicked and stroked my way across. With each stroke, I felt a growing sense of accomplishment. I could hardly believe that I was swimming across the pool on my own. As I reached the other side and touched the wall, Coach Sarah cheered and clapped. I had done it. From that day forward, I couldn't get enough of the water. I swam whenever I could, whether it was at the pool, the beach, or even in a lake during our family vacations. Swimming became a source of joy and freedom for me, and I knew I had overcome my fear. Years later, as I stood on the beach with my friends, I couldn't help but smile. I had learned to swim, and it had changed my life in so many ways. I no longer watched enviously as others enjoyed the water. I was right there with them, splashing, laughing, and having the time of my life. And so, the journey of learning to swim had been a journey of courage and triumph. It had taught me that with determination and the support of a patient and caring coach like Coach Sarah, I could overcome my fears and achieve my goals. Swimming had become not just a skill but a symbol of my own strength and resilience, and I would carry that lesson with me throughout my life.